Hi there, and welcome to your 2023 Intech Sold On. We're just going to start off in the back corner here. You'll find your exterior shower hookup. I'll show you, there's a hose in the compartment we're going to hook up to here later on in the video. Down from there, you have your black tank sewer outlet. You just pull that valve, you hook up your sewer hose that you have located inside the unit. Hook up your sewer hose inside to these ears here. These ears here, hook on with these ears here. Your sewer outlet hose will have the same connection. You just snap that on there, make sure it's tight, have no leaks, open up that valve and your black tank will drain. Up from there, you have your power plug-in. You just take note of that ear there. Lines up with this ear on this bottom prong. Hook that, push that in, give it that 8th turn. You got the threaded collar to really lock it down. You're plugged in. And then back from there, you have your standard 30 amp plug. We do include a 15 amp adapter in case you want to plug in at home and run your fridge. But with that 15 amp adapter, just keep in mind that you have only 15 amps of power compared to 30 amps of power, so you can't run things like your AC. And you do have a little legend here. There's a light located on the top of the plug-in, and here's just a little legend on what the lights mean. Right here you have where you keep your sewer hose, so you just open up that little thing right here, into your nice sewer hose, keeps it out of the unit, smell free. Close it. In here you have your water heater. Whenever you go to fire up the water heater when you get to your campsite, just always give that little latch a pull. Make sure that shot of water comes out of there. If there's no water that comes out of there, that means your water tank's empty. You're not going to want to fire it until your water tank's full because you could burn out any probes that are in there. Your main 1/16" drain bolt here. And then I'm going to go over a reset procedure inside. The button I'll refer to is just right here. At the front of the unit here, you do have your power tongue jack. You just turn that on, retract, extend. There's no battery currently in the unit right now as we're waiting for a special battery for this customer. So the jack does not work. To get to the propane in this unit, you just pull these 2 pins out. And this black piece will pop down, just keeping in mind that this is a painted piece of plastic, so you want to be careful pulling it off not to scratch it. And there you'll see your propane tanks. Just going to leave this down here. With this arrow pointed this way, you're going to be running off this tank. With this tank runs empty, you could flip it over to this side and run off that tank. But just put it there, open it up, standard, just like home barbecue. Open it up. In this compartment here, you have some storage space where you're going to find your front cover. So the way this front cover works is you have this here, slides into this track in the front. Slides into that track in front, then you just assist it and slide it through. Let's see. Nice and easy, just like that. Here. And then you just have these buttons here that lock it into place. I do recommend always putting this on whenever you're traveling in case your vehicle picks up a rock. You don't want to smash this front window, as I'm sure it's not very cheap to fix. Inside the compartment here, you're going to find this water hose. This is the hose that I was telling you at the back of the unit. You just walk over to this side here, pop this open, pull that collar back, push it into place, and you just give this knob a twist and water should spray out. Now, keep in mind, if you don't like this end, you can replace it with your standard garden style end. Totally up to you. Here's your 15 amp adapter I was telling you about. 25-foot water hose. This runs down your stabilizer jacks. You just hook this up to this here, run it down to the ground, takes any sway you see that's in the unit right now. Now also in here is your awning. This is how you run your awning out. This gold end here just lines up with that gold end inside. Give it a twist and it makes its way out. Now you're gonna know you're fully extended whenever this arm stops spinning, and then bringing it, it's just the same process, just reverse. And then it just has these nice little clips inside the compartment here to lock it in place. That way it keeps it out of your way. The back of the unit, you just have your back bumper, your license plate mount, and you are pre-wired for an observation camera. To get inside, you just take these stairs, grab them. You gotta kind of lift and pull at the same time. Open up your door, it is on a little gas strut. If you take a step on inside, you'll notice that your fire extinguisher is right on your left there. Just simple, pull the strap out, pull the pin and shoot. All your light switches are right here, so that does your porch light. You have your extra front accent light, you have your dinette accent, you have your cabinet accents, your kitchen lights, and your main lights. Right next to that, you do have your monitor panel. So it goes 1/3, 2/3, and full, and right beside that is battery voltages, so 11.2 volts, 11.7 volts, and 12.3 volts. Push that button, we're currently full or charging. Then you have your fresh water, which is currently at 1/3, but we'll show you how to empty that. Your black and your gray. You have your water pump switch. Tank heater. This does have a tank heater, so you can go into a little bit of colder temperatures, but here in Manitoba, you will not be able to run this thing fully through the winter. You have your water heater with gas, and then you have your water heater running it with electric. Up from there, you have your little stove. To run that, you just put it on the light, hit that button, fires right up. Now, whenever you're running this, you always want to have your door, either your door open or your fantastic fan running, because it does produce fumes from the propane. You have your kitchen sink, hot and cold water, nice storage under there. Just be mindful of that water, the water lines in the vent there. More storage underneath with these drawers. If you open up this door here, you do have your shower and your bathroom. Light switch just on the right here, nice LED light. Comes with this nice little pouch to keep your things. Toilet paper with a fancy little cover so it doesn't get wet if you're showering in here. Toilet, simple, flushers on the right. You can turn that off, close that door. Now on against this wall here, you have your fantastic fan control thing. Hit that button, the vent will open, and then you have your fan button. So you push the button once, that's low fan, 2, faster, 3, 4. So it just gets faster from there. So you hit that once, that's like a low fan, and then you get into the higher fan settings as you go. To turn that off, you just hit that off button, the fan will turn off, and it will automatically close on its own. Your thermostat is right beside there. So if you hit that button the first time, it'll kind of light itself up. Hit it one more time, and it'll show you either auto, high, or low, and that's just your fan setting. So you can adjust that with the arrows before you get into whatever option you're going to want to go into. I usually just leave it on high. Hit that button again. You'll come into cool. So then you're cooling the unit with the fan on. Keeping in mind that you do have a few options for louvers. You can run them all open. There's these on each side. Or there's this louver here, which you can open and close, just directing where you want your air to go from. You hit that button one more time. You're gonna go into your furnace. This is your furnace outlet. This is where all your heat's gonna blow out of. You don't want to block it, otherwise you're not gonna be getting any heat. You hit that button one more time, and you'll go into off. Now the furnace is never gonna shut off right away. It's always gonna have a 3-minute cool down cycle, so that way it gives that a second to cool down and blow out any hot air that's left in there. Underneath there, you do have some storage, TV, plug behind there. This is a 12-volt TV, so you can run it when you're off boondocking. You have your fridge on this side. Simple, just pull that button, opens on up. It does have a little tiny freezer in there. Down from there, you have your converter. Whenever a fuse pops, it's going to sit in the middle, so you're just going to want to turn it off and then back on. And down there, you have your fuses. If a fuse ever blows, it'll have a little red indicator light beside it, indicating which fuse is blown. And right down from there is your LP detector. Propane's heavier than air. It's going to sit on the ground. That guy's going to detect it. If that thing ever starts going off, if you're running anything propane in the unit, go outside, turn off your main propane. That way, you have no chance of anything else getting in. And then open up some windows. Up from there, you do have your microwave, just like home. Nothing I can explain to you there. On this side of the unit, you do have a 12-volt plug-in as well as 2 USB plug-ins, 2 110 outlets, and then you have your battery disconnect. So with the battery disconnect off, that's with the batteries disconnected from the unit. With the battery disconnect on, that's with the batteries connected to the unit. We currently don't have a battery in the unit because this customer special ordered a battery. It's not here yet. All the blinds in the unit kind of work the same. You just take this little black thing, you pull it down. Blinds just kind of sit where you leave them. You just give it one good tug and it'll roll on up. Above your head, just more storage. All these open cupboards have these nice little fans to keep things inside there. You do have your dinette light, accent light, and your main light switch right next to your body here. From there, we're going to just go underneath this cushion. There's going to be a whiteboard here. You lift that up. That's going to give you access to your hot water heater and your water pump for winterizing, as well as your battery is stored underneath that seat there. To use the dinette, what you're going to do is you're going to pull this table off. You're going to spin this. You're going to turn this counterclockwise, so lefty loosey, righty tighty. You're going to loosen it off from the floor. This will pop up, and then this takes place where the table would be on sitting where these metal prongs go. That'll turn it into your bed. You take your cushions to fill in your middle, just like that. That's about it for this unit here. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call.